Happy St. Patrick's Day. We're purists around here. A lot of people celebrated this past weekend. We like that too, but this is the real thing here. Yeah, this is a big enough place we could have our own parade.
It's a season. How many years have we been here for St. Patrick's Day?
This is the 10th annual. Woo! 10th annual Fear the Flying Monkey. And we love this place.
How many have been here all 10 years besides the folks on the stage?
I mean, I haven't been here all 10 years.
I've been here.
Right here in front row.
I've been here.
Hey, let's start off with some jigs. Good old Irish jigs. Thank you very much.
How many have been to a SlipJig concert before? See a show of hands. All right, welcome back. How many first-timers? Welcome.
We're going to start off the vocals tonight with I Courted a Wee Girl. You know, it never occurred to me, There's a lot of love songs in Celtic music. There really is. And this one borders on creepy. I've never thought about it before, but I'm sitting here looking through my lyrics, and he's following the lady to her wedding, and he saw her in white, and he wants you to dig him a grave, and so he gets out of it, thankfully, but it's a little disturbing. So anyway, I courted a wee girl. Brace yourselves. I courted a wee girl, for many's the long day, and slighted all others who came in my way. And now she's rewarded me to the last day. She's gone to be wed to another. The bride and bride's party to church they did go. The bride she rode foremost, she put the best show. And I followed after with a heart full of woe, to see me love wed to another. The bride and bride's party in church they did stand, gold rings on their fingers, a love by the hand. The man that she's wed to, he has houses and land. He may have her since I couldn't gain her. She was all dressed in white. The more I gazed on her, she dazzled my sight. So I tipped her my hat, and I bade her good night. Here's adieu to all false-hearted lovers. So dig me a grave, and dig it down deep, and strew it all over with primrose so sweet, and lay me down in it, no more for to weep, since love was the cause of my ruin. I courted a wee girl, for many's the long day, and slighted all others who came in my way. And now she's rewarded me to the last day. She's gone to be wed to another. False-hearted lover.
Thank you.
How many folks went to the parade?
They were handing out Jimmy John's chips.
Did you get some?
I got one.
Oh.
Like one literal chip. I have a family.
The chips are done.
Well, we hadn't done this one in a while.
Yeah, you know what? That first tune we did, I think, was the very first tune that we ever played in public at our first gig back in 2004. It's also the first tune on our first CD, which we still have available over here, by the way.
Shameless plug.
Nice plug.
Yeah.
Subtle,
Yeah.
subtle, Phil.
And this next song actually is also on our first CD. And we featured Denny Cannon on the whistle on this one, and we started off. It's called Far Away.
Thank you.
If Scotland the Brave could be considered, or is considered, the national anthem of Scotland, this next song is probably right up there with it, written by Dougie MacLean, the great songwriter from Scotland. And it's a song about home and the idea of home, not necessarily a destination, but home in the truest sense of the word, the place of belonging, a place of being. And for many people, that could be a place, it could be a group of people, it could be family, it could be friends, but it's the idea of home. And if you know it, please sing with us. It's Caledonia. I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me these last few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away. Well, I've been telling old stories and singing songs that make me think about where I came from, and that's the reason why I seem so far away today. But let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I have moved and I've kept on moving, proved the points that I've needed proving. I have lost the friends I've needed losing, found others on the way. Well, I have tried and I've kept on trying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I have traveled hard, sometimes conscience flying, somewhere in the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir, the flames that couldn't grow any higher. Well, they've withered now, they've gone. But I'm steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I must do tomorrow. When the hands have shaken and the kisses flowed, then I will disappear. Oh, but let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Oh, let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Thank you.
Craig Pittman. Very nice song, Craig. Well, I think this next piece we're going to do actually predates SlipJig. Many of us were doing this one even before we ever even formed the band. We were doing it in sessions down at Finnegan's Pub and elsewhere.
Who remembers Finnegan's? Who wishes the real Finnegan's was back?
You were not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My guitar is not working. There's no sound coming into it.
There it is.
That had nothing to do with Finnegan's, but
So let it be written.
in case anybody was curious.
That's right. I haven't even been drinking yet.
So we're going to do a lively set of tunes here. The first one starts out with Crappie's March, and we go into one called The Rattling Bog. You may have some familiarity with that one, and we'll end up with Campbell's Farewell.
And if you're familiar with Irish music, you know that a lot of it is group participation, particularly the percussive elements of the hands. So just make sure that when you clap, you don't clap on 2 and 4, you clap on 1 and 3. All right. So
Wait a minute.
go off beat.
Don't complicate it now.
Well, if you can count to 4, then you're okay.
I said don't complicate
Okay,
it.
all right.
Yeah, but Craig brings up a great point. Yeah, if you feel like clapping, please do. If you feel like yelling or whooping, please do.
Only in
If you
rhythm.
want to dance, stand up and dance.
Exactly.
If we sing something you know, sing along. It's very,
Just don't throw anything.
very informal. Yeah, or throw it at him.
Unless
Or
it's
if you do throw it them. That way.
Please go to it.
All right.
We should probably add that foot stomping does well too. If your hands are full or if your hands get tired, you got 2 feet that you can stomp as well.
You'll see that going on up here, I'm sure.
Yes, probably hear it too.
All right. Next song, familiar to those of you that have been to SlipJig concert before, please join us on the Rocky Road to Dublin. In the merry month of June, from me home I started, left the girls of tune, sad and broken hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother, drank a pint of beer, me tears and grief to smother, then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, cut a stout black horn to banish ghosts, the common friend, pair of bros, rattling on the balls, frightening all the dogs on the rocky road, in Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack the lolly wrong. In Mullingar that night I rested and so weary, started by daylight, Nick morning bright and early, took the drop of the beer to keep me heart from sinking. That's the Paddy's cure, when there is up for drinking, to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while. Happy curious thou who set your heart to bubble and asked if I was hired, wages I required till I was nearly traveled the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack the lolly wrong. Dublin next arrived and thought it such a pity to be so soon deprived of view of that fine city. Decided to take a stroll all among the quality muffin. The lid was dull, all in the locality. Something crossed my mind when I looked behind the bundle. Could I find upon this stick a wobbly inquiring for the road? Sent me kind of grove. Wasn't much involved in the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, then all the way to Dublin, whack the lolly wrong. I got away, spirits never failing, landed on the quay just as the ship was sailing. Captain let me roar, said that no room had he when I jumped aboard. A cabin bound for Paddy down among the peaks, played some funny rigs, danced some hardy jigs, the water round me bubbling up a holy head. Wished myself was dead, better far instead of the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack the lolly wrong. The boys of Liverpool, when we safely landed, called me self a fool. I could no longer stand it, blood began to boil. Temper I was losing, poor old Erin's Isle. They began abusing her on me, so says I, let shillelagh fly. Some Galway boys were by, and so I was to hobbling with a loud hooray. Going to be afraid, we quickly cleared the way of the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road, and all the way to Dublin, whack the lolly wrong. Thank you. Don't let Garrett start this one.
Yeah, that one's on our second CD. That song was. Just thought I'd point that out.
Another shameless plug.
Subtle film.
Very small.
How about those Irish dancers? Thank you, ladies. They'll be back.
Okay. No, go ahead. I thought I had something to say, but I forgot what it was going to be.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. This next song that we're going to do is I believe it's a traditional song. Is this-
English, yeah, traditional English song.
Okay. And
Well, we have to let the English in a little bit.
I was first introduced to this by Phil, the person singing it's not quite as popular as SlipJig. You may have heard of him, James Taylor. So that's the version I know.
He's this guy from North Carolina originally. I don't know if you've heard of him or not. He's done a few songs back in the 70s.
So this is One Morning in May. One morning in May, I spied a young couple, they were making their way. One was a maiden, so bright and so fair, and the other was a soldier and a brave volunteer. Good morning, good morning, good morning, said he. And where are you going, my pretty lady? I'm going out walking on the banks of the sea, just to see the waters rise, hear the nightingale sing. Now they had not been standing but a minute or two, when out of his knapsack a fiddle he drew, and the tune that he played made the valleys all ring. Oh, hark, cried the maiden, hear the nightingale sing. Oh, maiden, fair maiden, it's time to give o'er. Oh no, kind soldier, please play one tune more, for I'd rather hear your fiddle at the touch of one string than to see the waters rise, hear the nightingale sing. Oh, soldier, kind soldier, will you marry me? Oh, no, pretty maiden, that never shall be. I've a wife now and love now, and children twice three, 2 wives, and the army's too many for me. I'll go back to Plevna and I'll stay there for a year. It's often I'll think of you, my little dear. And if ever I return, it will be in the spring, just to see the waters rise, to hear the nightingale sing. Just to see the waters rise, to hear the nightingale sing.
Shanoa Clark, everyone.
I tried to talk Garrett into pulling his fiddle out of a knapsack for that one. It didn't catch.
Hey, this is a special night in a bunch of ways for us. For one, this is our, as I think we mentioned earlier, this is our 10th annual show here at the Flying Monkey. 10 in a row. We're pleased to be back. It's actually also, I guess, our 12th anniversary of our first gig. 12 or 13. Well, it was 2004.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'd be starting our 13th year.
Yeah, our first gig was on St. Patrick's Day, 2004. Right?
Yep. So that's special, and then also this is sort of a we've billed it as a reunion gig. So you might notice this is a little bit larger SlipJig band than we typically have played with over the years. And what we've done is we've pulled together as many folks as we could from the entire 13-year history of the band, and got them all gathered together here on the stage. So it's a SlipJig reunion concert and sort of also a retirement or semi-retirement concert. But with all that said, let me take a moment and just introduce the folks up here on the stage. Down on the far end on my left, no, not that far. One of the founding members of SlipJig way back in 2004. We looked at pictures the other day, and recent pictures, and noticed, man, we look a lot older than we did then. Not Denny, though. Not Denny. So down there on the guitar, on the whistle, and doing some vocals for us, Denny Cannon from Madison. Madison, Alabama there. Yeah. Next to Denny, one of our Dennis's, I guess, Garrett, you've probably done a couple of different gigs with us over the years. A couple of different.
He came in and out at different times.
Yeah, but Dennis, Garrett has always been with us whenever he has. He's been just a great contributor. He's a super good fiddler and plays the mandolin and sings. He's just a very versatile instrumentalist, and actually he's got a lot of class too, and he stuck with us anyway.
Fortitude.
So today on mandolin and fiddle and some vocals from Huntsville, Alabama, Garrett Smith. Next to Garrett there, we have one of the more recent SlipJig band members, been with us the last 2 or 3 years, I guess, and we've been very pleased to have him. He's an award-winning instrumentalist and plays just about everything with strings on it, everything I could think of with strings on it. We couldn't fit all those instruments on the stage tonight, so he's just sticking with the mandolin and banjo, I guess, primarily tonight, and chiming in on the fiddle on a piece or two. And real pleased to have him here from Athens, Alabama, Jim Holland. So next to Jim there, and the kind of anchoring us in the middle of this stage here, one of, I guess, our newest SlipJig member, has been with us last year or two, and has been a really super good addition to the band. Super fine vocalist, as I like to say, the lady with the silver tongue and the golden voice. From Meridianville, Alabama, Shanoa Clark.
She's the rose among the thorns.
Hey, that's good. We should have used that before. Yeah.
Do I have to think of everything?
Yeah. Next to Shanoa on my left here, another founding member of SlipJig, been with us since the very beginning of 2004, and for all those years, he's formed kind of I think of it as the bedrock of the musical foundation of the band. He's very versatile multi-instrumentalist, playing lots of different instruments tonight, the guitar, the mandolin, banjo, even a little whistle, I think.
What else can you find back there?
Yeah, and even though it's probably against the law, we'll let him sing on a tune or two.
You won't tell, we won't.
Some places it is.
Yeah, so I'd say the musical bedrock of SlipJig for all these years from Huntsville area, Mike Clem. And to my right here, you've heard from him a couple of not really nice songs already, and you'll hear some more. He's been with us, I would say, in the early middle years maybe of SlipJig. The middle period.
The early middle period.
Early middle period. That was after Jurassic, I think.
I'll go back that far too. But they say it's not the years, it's the mileage.
So like so many folks up here, he plays all kind of instruments. He plays everything with strings on it, and he plays some things that just wish they had strings on it.
And some things are glad they don't.
Yeah, with a great voice, and we're so pleased to have him here from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Craig Pittman.
Thank you.
And to Craig's right down on the other end there, another founding member of SlipJig, been with us since the very beginning and even before the beginning, I'd say. Another multi-instrumentalist, plays a lot of different things, but he's kind of scaled back for tonight. And he's
Yeah, Mike's tried to retire a few times, and we never really accepted his resignation. We keep
You
bringing
can log off, but you can never leave.
Yeah. So for all these years, Mike's often been our front man, our main mouthpiece. He's a great guy, and it's been a real pleasure on this journey with him all these years. From Big Cove, Alabama, Mike Lyon.
And the one guy up here who hasn't been introduced yet, Phil Williamson, is a founding member of SlipJig. He's put up with all the rest of us on stage at various times during the past dozen years, and he is our principal fiddler and the guy that really drives the rhythms and the musics for the music that we play up here. So, Phil Williamson.
Okay, I think we're through with the More Than You Wanted to Know department.
I got some more people back there.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for coming tonight.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Big hand for the arch dancers there. Woo.
Another popular song from SlipJig concerts is this next song. Please join in. I think most of you know it. It's called Finnegan's Wake. Tim Finnegan lived in Walking Street, a gentleman Irish, mighty odd. But he had a grove both rich and sweet, and to rise in the world he carried a gun. Ah, but Tim had a bit of the tippling way. With a love of the liquor, poor Tim was born. So to help him on with his work each day, he'd a drunk for the drink there ever before. Drunk for the gun and tends to wander around before your tongue is sick.
You gotta get the cue right, okay?
One morning Tim felt rather ill. His head was heavy, which made him shake. He fell off the ladder and broke his skull. They carried him on his corpse to wake. They wrapped him up in a nice clean sheet and laid him out upon the bed, with a gallon of whiskey at his feet and a bottle of port to drink. Up and down and dancing on around the corner. honest. We're going to send somebody back to remedial clapping. His friends assembled for the wake, and Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. First, they brought the teas and cake, then pipes, tobacco, and brandy punch. Then Biddy O'Brien began to cry. Such a nice clean corpse did you ever see? Ah, Tim McGree, why did you die? Ah, shut your gob, says Patty McGee. When Belladonna, Nancy, wonder around the Lord, you tell me sweet. Doesn't that look sweet? I told you lots of fun, like Finnegan sweet. Then Maggie O'Connell took up the job. Oh, Biddy, says she, you're wrong, I'm sure. Biddy gave her a belt in the gob and left her sprawled out on the floor. Civil War didn't engage. 'Twas woman to woman and man to man. Shillelagh law was all the rage, and the rowing erupted soon began. Then Mick Maloney ducked his head when a bottle of whiskey flew at him. We've never had sound effects before. That's pretty good. It missed, and landing on the bed, the whiskey splashed all over Tim.
Alcohol abuse.
See the corpse, see how he rises. Tim Finnegan rising from the dead, saying, well, the whiskey around like blazes. Jesus, I'll toast you, you think I'm dead. Right, Belladonna, Nancy, you partner around the floor, you tell me straight. One more time. Right, Belladonna, Nancy, you partner around the floor, you tell me straight. I told you not to mind, all right. Give yourself a hand there. Good job.
We're going to let Shanola sing one now. Tell us about it.
This next song, you probably have heard before if you've been to a SlipJig concert with me, part of the group. And this particular song is a love song, go figure. And it's about a gentleman who has lost his love, another go figure. And this particular girlfriend that he had was not only his girlfriend, but she was also his source of money for his drink and his fun. So he is doubly sad because not only does he no longer have his lady friend, but he no longer has the drink to go along with her. So, but it is in Gaelic. So if you don't like that storyline, just make up one for yourself. And
or sing along if you know the words.
Or sing along.
I'd like to see that.
If you do speak Gaelic, my apologies. Because my pronunciation is probably not the best in the world. This is Mali Nagoth Nahulanam.
Huh?
What?
That's what we said.
Emmaskan mehem nesmo Bralana godoni blashame Oh hai me mahalin byagal Dahuram him folking taradid Is fadalamu umi Is fadalamu mi o dimishi Is fadalami sagasusi Mali naguch nahulanol The animated aranol Is bekaran babana brakagan Niligin mandine dagon God took off my law nahulanol Is fadalamu mi umi Is fadalamu mi o dimishi Is fadalami sagasusi
Malin guk ni hulan the menshai noch hier de was is na vini run af tuken av ni en ma om na go bra God took off my body hulan is father la mummi is father la mummi o dimishi is father la mi sagasusi malin guk hulan vila on hui is the haladam si shabraduge yenen shimar byon byon no bukhilda sod intendenen is father la mummi is father la mummi o dimishi is father la mi sagasusi malin guk hulanon is father la mi sagasusi malin guk hulanon.
Yeah, so we're going to end up this set with some polkas, and we'll be taking a short break after that. We'll be out and about. We'd love to talk with you folks. Now we've got a merchandise table over there, a couple CDs for sale, some cool SlipJig glasses, and we're running a special this time on the CDs. You know, if you bought them before, I'm sorry, but you probably. Because you probably paid $15 for them. And tonight we're selling them for only 10, or you could get 2 for 30. I mean, well, okay, that was just a test. Just a test. Actually, we could get 2 for 15, and we'll throw in a cool SlipJig glass with that deal as well. So, see you at the break. We'll take 10. See you back shortly.